subdue him were so afraid, and yet does fight, yet they're gonna fight. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, they're gonna be using all their weapons of war, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. So he ain't had no instrument of war. Remember what it said, Revelation 19 and 21. And the remnant were slain with the sword of him that sat upon the horse, which sword proceeded where? Out of his mouth. And all the fowls were filled with their flesh. Right? That's for those that he's going to get for the remnant that's left after this. Listen. But remember, the sword comes where? Out of his mouth. Keep that in mind. Remember, he didn't hold any instrument of war up. So it says, verse 10, in 2 Corinthians 13, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempest. Don't that sound like fire to you? Since we're talking about fire. Remember, the sword comes out of his mouth. And they were all mixed together. The blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up, every one, so that upon a sudden of innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. So this is the Army, the Navy, the Marines, the Air Force of all the different kings of the earth, different nations of the earth. It will be burned up, so there will be nothing but dust and smell of smoke. Now, what about those that's left? Verse 21 of Revelation 19. And the remnant were slain with the sword of him that sat upon the horse, which sword proceeded out of his mouth, and all the fowls were filled with their flesh. Understand this. You're going to have a remnant. We're going to possess the remnant of these nations that he's going to allow to live. But the remnant of those that are so wicked, let's say the wicked, he's going to kill them. They're going to burn up too. That's why I said the remnant of those that's wicked like that, there's going to be some that's going to be able to go into the kingdom and work for us for a certain dispensation of time, and learn and serve us through the power of the Most High, or they're going to perish, as it says in Isaiah 60:10 on down. That's the good news, y'all. Sound beautiful to me. Isaiah 42:13. Isaiah 42:13. Y'all talking about fire? Oh yeah, that's why I say y'all so concerned about Israel, but you better be concerned about these prophecies that's coming out. Isaiah 42:13. The Most High shall go forth as a mighty man, and his son of Mashiach Yahushua. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. Hear that? He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, yeah, roar. He shall prevail against his enemies. And his enemies are named in Psalms, the 83rd chapter, as nations. You see, I have a long time holding my peace. You say, I've been holding my peace a long time. I have been still. I've been still. Would you call me all these different names? Little boy, little girl, Mother Nature, El Nino, La Nina, Mother Nature. Now they come up with all these different names for the earthquakes and the tornadoes, and now the fires got names. said, look, he said, I have long time holding my peace. I have been still and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a travailing woman. That's why you're gonna see these disasters happening quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker. Not only as we see it as Jacob's trouble, but at the time we're in Jacob's trouble, you're gonna see the Most High bringing forth his destruction, his angels that's on this earth, his spirits that's on this earth. Like a travailing woman is gonna start happening closer and closer and closer. Look at the fire. We just had a fire not even 2 months ago in Northern California, going up north. Now it's in San Bernardino. That's fast. What you gonna do when it come for you? It's coming. He's coming. That's what he said. So I have a long time holding my peace. I've been holding. He's supposed to say he's been holding his peace for a long time. I have been still. He's been still. And refrained myself. He said refrained himself. That's why I said what you see ain't nothing compared to what our power, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob gonna bring forth on this earth, as it is written. A lot of you don't care about it. Any question? Nope. You don't know, so hey, you're gonna be held accountable. You don't want to know? Hey, stay ignorant. The scripture said, let the ignorant be ignorant. It's a lot of work to know what it is that he's given us, and to not to want to know. You just think you have enough. I hope you have enough, because it might be a time when you're not gonna be able to hear the word. You have to know what you know at that time. It ain't about learning anymore. It's going to be about, like he said, everybody going to know the Most High, from the least to the greatest. He's going to put his laws in our mind, in our heart. That's our minds. The only way he's doing that is those that are taking the time to read with understanding his wisdom that he's given in these last days. So I have been a long time holding my peace. I have been still and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy and devour at once. At once. Now a travailing woman is crying, but she having them pains with that, having a baby. You can imagine the Most High crying. Only women can understand what he's saying there. You know, men that have seen women have babies and go through that pain that they go through, they say it's some of the worst pain they ever could imagine. You know, I know toothache was really bad. I mean, you know, and headaches, migraine headaches is really bad. You know, getting cut, you know, that's really bad. It says worse than what you can think of in that aspect. So it says really bad. That's how the Most High say he's crying. Like a travailing woman, I will destroy and devour at once. I will make waste mountains and hills, and dry up all their herbs. And I will make the rivers islands, and I will dry up the pools. That's our power, man. This is what he said he's going to do. Where you going to be at? He's coming. He's coming, man. And when he comes, it's going to be seriously a day of vengeance for all the things that people have neglected to acknowledge him and act like he's insignificant, or he's going to be the most significant entity as he is. Because in the end, it's all about him. It's all about him. A lot of y'all think it's about yourself. Look at Isaiah 30th chapter and verse 27. Behold, the name of the Most High, Yahweh, cometh from far, burning with his anger, and the burden thereof is heavy. His lips are full of indignation. We just read about it. Out of his lips come what? Flaming breath. and his tongue as a devouring fire. You hear that? His tongue as a devouring fire. We just read about it. And his breath as an overflowing stream shall reach to the midst of the neck, to sift the nations with the sieve of vanity. The things that they're dealing with in idolatry and not honoring him, calling all these disasters by names they make up and not giving the Most High credit for anything. And his breath as an overflowing stream shall reach to the midst of the neck, to sift the nations with the sieve of vanity. And there shall be a bridle in the jaws of the people, causing them to err. Remember, he gonna lead them in a way to err. Because that bridle in the jaws of people, that means he's gonna guide you this way or that way. In what? Err. That's why a lot of you out there erring, because he don't want you to see the truth. Even though you hear my voice, you hear these scriptures come out, it's like wah, 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 or something take your attention away from it, so you can't never ever understand the truth. You know what it say? It says in 28, it says, to sift the nations with the sieve of vanity. Vanity. Whatever you believe is worthless, he's saying. And there shall be a bridle in the jaws of the people. A bridle in your jaw, you don't put a bridle. That's that bridle that you put in the horse that you make him go any way you want it to go. That's what the Most High say. You put a bridle in the jaws of the people, causing them to err. Cause you to err. Ye shall have a song as in the night when a holy solemnity is kept, and gladness of heart, as when one goeth with a pipe to come into the mountain of the Most High, to the mighty one of Israel. And the Most High shall cause his glorious voice to be heard, and shall show the lighting down of his arm with the indignation of his anger. Get that? And with the flame of a devouring fire, with scattering and tempest and hailstones. For through the voice of the Most High shall the Assyrian be beaten down, with smoke will arise. You get the Assyrian. And in every place where the grounded staff shall pass, which the Most High shall lay upon him, it shall be with tabrets and harps, and in battles of shaking will he fight with it. I mean, Most always had us have the music right in front of us. Harps and all that. For Tophet is ordained of old, yeah. For the king it is prepared. He hath made it deep and large. The pile thereof is fire and much wood. So what do you think happens with fire and wood? You say much wood. That make that fire what? And just look at it. San Bernardino's flying. A fire is burning. It's on fire. And the wind is flying the fire from one place to the next place, burning this place, burning that place. That's what I say. You concerned about we in the flesh, you got to deal with the Most High and his angels, his spirits that are made for vengeance. How you gonna fight them? Oh, but you're doing it. You seeing what it is. This is just at a low level, real low level. Because he ain't dissolving everything. He said everything gonna be dissolved. You know, he said only thing you're gonna see with the Army, the Navy, the Marines, and the Air Force is dust and smell of smoke. That's it. Dust and smell of smoke. That's it. It says, he have made it deep and large. The pile thereof is fire and much wood. The breath of the Most High, like a stream of brimstone, does kindle it. Hear that? The breath of the Most High. He's fire, y'all, from the waist up and from the waist down. Fire. And he's everything. You say, look, he say heaven or heavens can't contain him. What kind of fire is he? Are y'all hearing me? He allowed man to make nuclear power. What you think? He gonna come back with something that's like what man have? He laughing at that. You heard what he just said? He said, the kings of the earth, all the army, the navy, the marines, the air force gonna come against Mashiach Yahushua and his army. There's 200 million angels. And he gonna burn them up. Every one. So ain't nothing but dust and smell of smoke. So when you ain't got no army, you ain't got no navy, you ain't got no marines, you ain't got no air force, now what you gonna do? They gonna call the police? I don't think so. They gonna be trying to fend for themselves and their families. They already said that. Just like they did in Louisiana. You think they're gonna be fighting? No, I don't care if you have. Remember, you're gonna get rid of all the army, the navy, the marines, and the air force. So who you gonna have then? That's why you're gonna be cleaving to us, as it says in Isaiah 14:1. People don't understand how is this gonna be because the Most High. See, everybody eliminate him. That's why I say they don't believe in him. They don't believe in the Most High. You believe in yourself. You believe in your power. You think that your world gonna last forever. The world that you in won't last forever. That's why Psalms 14:1. The fool has said in his heart, in his mind, there is no power. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works, broken the laws of the Most High. There is none that doeth good in them. The Most High looking down from heaven, from the fourth dimension, upon the children of men to see if there were any that did understand and seek the Most High. They are gone aside. They are all together become filthy. Filthy McNasty. You hear me say it all the time. They have all become filthy. There is none that doeth good. No, not one. See? That's why you gotta pay. Like we pay. We pay dearly. And continue to pay. Psalms 29:7. Psalms 29:7. The voice of the Most High divided the flames of fire. The voice of the Most High divided the flames of fire. You hear that? Cut it. Cut it through that fire. Remember, I guess I better deal with that. I've been saying things. I better prove it. Go to Psalms 118. No man has seen the Most High at any time. The only begotten Son of Mashiach Yahushua, which is in the bosom of the Father, he hath declared him. See, nobody's seen the Most High at any time. And as far as hearing his voice, John 5:37, and the Father himself, which hath sent me, this is Mashiach Yahushua speaking, have borne witness of me. Ye have neither heard his voice at any time nor seen his shape. So anybody ever heard the Most High voice or seen his shape? Because we always have been dealing with an angel. Always. Or a spirit. And when he says make us his angel spirits, his minister is a flaming fire. And if you look at we seen that in Psalms 104:4. When you look at Jeremiah 23:29, what does this fire represent? Is not my word like as a fire? See, that's his word. It's like a fire. Said the Most High, because he consuming fire. And like a hammer that breaketh the rock in pieces. See? This our power. The Most High. His word is like fire. He's a consuming fire, right? He's fire from the waist up, fire from the waist down. That's him. So, I mean, Daniel said it was fire. But it's a vision. He didn't really see the Most High himself, but he gave him, the Most High have to appear, we understand this. I mean, it's not hard to really understand. It's like when you understand spiritual things, you don't understand spiritual things that you might not understand, because Most High told us in 1 Corinthians, the 1st chapter, the 22nd verse, for the Jews require a sign. You see? We require something tangible. So he makes himself tangible in some way that we can relate to. That's why you see, remember it said nobody ever seen the Most High. Nobody ever heard his voice, nobody ever seen his shape. So, and when you see certain cases where it's talking about the Most High, you have to bring something. We require a sign, so you have to bring some kind of sign that we can visualize who he is, Look. Daniel 7 and 9. And I beheld till the thrones were cast down. Remember, Daniel's having a vision. Remember, the Most High speak to men in dreams and in visions. So, when you look at Daniel 7 and 9, it says, and I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the ancient, let's look at verse 2 first, Daniel 7 and 2. Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night. See? So he saw in a vision by night. Remember we read in Job 33 and 15, it said the Most High speaketh in dreams and in visions. So here it is given a vision to Daniel at night. So this is what you see, this vision that he's having in Daniel 7 and 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days, who was the Most High, did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head were like the pure wool. So, like father, like son, So he's giving him an analysis of if he had a body, it would have pure wool. It would be pure nappy hair. Remember we read in John 4:24, the Most High is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. So we have to come with something, because we require a sign to be able to we can visualize something, but it's generally in dreams and visions. So it's the head on his head like the pure wool. He had nappy hair, woolly hair. His throne was like the fiery flame. See? His throne was like fire, fiery flame. Fire all around, fire. And his wheels as burning fire. Fire, wheels is fire, throne is fire, he's fire. Just fire, fire, fire. So a fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. Fire is going before him. Fire, 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 fire. Fire, both fire. A fiery stream issued and came before him. Thousands ministered unto him. And 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The judgment was set and the books were open. See? And see, this is what we're looking at. We got to really look at and understand to the best of our ability the little that he'll allow us to know of him. He's fire. So you think he gonna bring, if he bring himself, what he bring it? It already say he's fire. So he's gonna bring fire. He gonna bring himself, which is fire. What do you think? He coming with a Mashiach Yahushua, and he say he coming with a thief of night. Everything gonna be dissolved. He coming with fire to burn this place up. Everything gonna be dissolved. I mean, not every place, but majority of the earth, because we're gonna rain on the earth. But he's gonna make it new. He's gonna purify it. That's a purifying element, water and fire. So you're gonna use the fire to purify the earth so that we can come down and the air gonna be clean and fresh. The water gonna be, make the waters clean and fresh. You know, everything will be renewed. It's all a renewing in righteousness, you know, in righteousness. You have a problem with that? Take it over with the Most High. God can tell you. Look, Psalm 79. Psalm 79. And 5. How long, Most High? Will thou be angry forever? Shall thy jealousy burn like fire? How long? Pour out thy wrath upon the heathen that have not known thee, and upon the kingdoms that have not called upon thy name. So see, right now, say whatever. Look at the name of the fire burning in San Bernardino. They got, I don't know what the name of it is, but I don't even care. This is the Most High. You know what he said? Pour out thy wrath upon the heathen that have not known thee, and upon the kingdoms that have not called upon thy name. For they have devoured Jacob. You've been devoured, people. And laid waste his dwelling place. Or remember, not against us, former iniquities, former sins, Most High. Let thy tender mercies speedily prevent us. For we are brought low, very low. Bottom of the totem, bottom of the barrel. Help us, O Most High, of our salvation, for the glory of thy name. Because his name is in our name. Yahshua. And deliver us, and purge away our sins, for thy name's sake. Wherefore should the heathen say, where is their power? Where is their power? Let him be known among the heathen in our sight by the revenging of the blood of thy servants which is shed. And we're seeing it right now. We're being killed and have been killed. And nobody paid the price for killing us. The verdict is always not guilty. Or little or nothing. You'll pat on the hand and go on about your business. Let the sign of the prisoner come before thee, according to the greatness of thy power. Preserve thou that are appointed to die. And we are prisoners, for we all in captivity, if you the children of Israel. We required to be released from our captivity, and our captors and our master, which means oppressor. And render unto our neighbors sevenfold into their bosom their reproach, their disgrace, wherewith they have reproached thee. So they're reproaching the Most High. They're disgracing the Most High. O Most High. They're disgracing him. So you think there's not a payback the Most High gonna do? to them. So we thy people, and sheep of thy pasture, will give thee thanks forever. We will show forth thy praise to all generations. Hallelujah, to the Most High. Because he's the one that's worthy to be praised. And he's not being praised. He's going to be all in all. And you will acknowledge it. Whether you hear or forbear, you don't know him. He ain't gonna be no Mother Nature, ain't gonna be no El Nino, ain't gonna be no La Nina ever again. So y'all better understand. Isaiah 33 and 12. And the people shall be as the burnings of lime, as thorns cut up shall they be burned in the fire. And the people shall be as burnings of lime. Can you imagine lime burning? And you being thrown in burning lime. And the people shall be as the burnings of lime. As thorns cut up shall they be burned in the fire. Verse 10. He said, now will I rise. Just when you understand spiritually, a lot, we say Kwam Yasha'Allah, but the Spirit came to me years ago as the Most High. Kwam Abanawa Yahweh, Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Rise, Most High. Rise, Mashiach Yahushua. So Israel gonna rise. We can't rise without the Most High. We can't rise without the Mashiach Yahushua. But we're going to rise with the Most High. And we're going to rise with the Mashiach Yahushua. We're going to rise with the occasion of what is written in this Bible to rise, to prepare ourselves for the kingdom as we're doing, to take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever and ever and ever, as it says in Daniel 7:18. Verse 10 says, now will I rise, said the Most High. Now will I be exalted. Now will I lift up myself. See? It's going to be all in all, y'all. So if you ain't ready for him to be all in all, then get ready for the fire. Get ready for the Most High. Daniel showed a vision. What did he see? When he came to the Most High, what did he see? He's in a fire. The throne was fire. The wheels was fire. Wheels of the throne was fire. The fiery stream before him was fire, nothing but fire. Ye shall conceive shaft. Ye shall bring forth stubble. Shaft is the part of the wheat that you burn up. Stubble, you know what that is. That's why San Bernardino is burning up now. Can't water all that land. There's no water, it's drought, it's dry, that's stubble. Just like tumbleweed. Ye shall conceive shaft, ye shall bring forth stubble, your breath as fire shall devour you, and the people shall be as the burnings of lime, as thorns cut up shall they be burned in the fire. You hear what he's saying? Hear, listen, Shema. Ye that are far off, and here we are way over here in the Americas, what I have done. And ye that are near, acknowledge my might. See? But acknowledge the Most High's might. And that's what this is about. This fire is about him. Because he's the consuming fire. And everybody want to call him everything else beside who he is. But he's worthy to be praised. He gets the glory. Always and forever. I love the Most High. I love the essence of his power. this energy that I'm feeling that you probably can't feel unless you're really spiritual. Because they're not being taught. He's not being taught. Many are not being told of him as such. Other people don't fear him. They think, oh, he's just as loving like you are sometimes. Because a lot of you ain't loving no way, shape, or form. You say that Most High is all love. You ain't like that. And do you think you're the image of the Most High? Get out of here. Look, Isaiah, go to Isaiah 47, book it right here. Isaiah 47 and 14. Because see, well, when you look at Isaiah 47 and 1, so you know what it's talking about. Come down and sit in this dust. I mean, come down. You're going to come down and be at a lower state. Who was he talking to? O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. I mean, you're going to be through. There is no throne. That means your powers and authority is done. But who is this virgin daughter of Babylon? Psalms 137. And these are the things that you're going to have to remember, because there will come a time when you're not going to be able to hear this. You ain't going to be able to go over this. You're going to have it right here in your mind. Psalms 137 and 7, proving who this virgin daughter of Babylon is, who this book of Isaiah 47 chapter is talking to. It says, remember, O Most High, this is Psalms 137 and 7, the children of Edom, in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. When the Babylonians came to take us into captivity for 70 years, they burned down our cities, our temples, and places of worship. It says, O daughter of Babylon. So Edom is the old virgin daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed. You what it said? Happy shall it be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. See? Who we been serving? The Edomites. So it says, happy shall it be that taketh and dashes thy little ones against the stones. See? Going back to Isaiah 47. So now that we know that the virgin daughter of Babylon talking about the Edomites, now what does it say concerning them? Isaiah 47 and 14. Prophecy. Behold, they shall be as stubble. They shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. Once again, Isaiah 47, 14. Behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it. Thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored. You gonna tell me we ain't labored? Free labor? Slaves? Labor? You know, working hard just to be able to survive in this kingdom? 60 hours, some people tell me they work 60 hours a week. Consistently. Every week. Thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants from thy youth. They shall wander, every one to his quarter. None shall save thee. Not I'm going to save them. Nobody going to save them. In this day, as it is written, Revelation 18 and 10. Revelation 18 and 10. I'll read 9. No, let me go. Let's read, why is he saying that? Let's get why he's saying that. Let's say, look. Verse 5. For her sins, because look, okay, So you know it's still coinciding with what we read in Isaiah 47:1. Let's go up to verse 2. So, and he cried mightily with a strong voice, this great angel, saying, Babylon the great is fallen. We just read Babylon, verse about Babylon is Edomites. Babylon the great is fallen. That's America. It's fallen. It's become the habitation of devils. See? Devils going to be living where they at. In the hold of every foul spirit. So a foul spirit would be something contrary to the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments to make them abominable. In a cage of every unclean and hateful word. We see it in our time right now, people. Jumping down to verse 5. It says, for her sins have reached unto heaven. So the Most High, her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. So the Most High, we might forget, but the Most High said he remembered. He remembered the sins that you have done. That's why he told us in, look, Lamentations 4:22. Make it clearer than ever. Lamentations 4:22. Can't get no clearer than this, people. Lamentations right after Jeremiah. Lamentations 4:22. The punishment of thine iniquity, of our sins and our wickedness, is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. Zion represents the 12 tribes of Israel. He said, our punishment is accomplished. We done did what we have to do. He said, our punishment is accomplished. Oh, Lord God, finally, it is over with. Look, Isaiah, who is Zion? Isaiah 51:16. And I have put my words in thy mouth. This is Isaiah 51:16. We define Zion. I have put my words in thy mouth, and I have covered thee in the shadow of mine hand, that I may plant the heavens and lay the foundations of the earth, and say unto Zion, thou art my people. So you see, Zion is talking about, in this verse, the 12 tribes of Israel. Well, thou art my people, so let me see who the Most High's people. It says my people, so who's the Most High's people? It says my people, so let's look at Exodus 3:10. Come now, therefore, and I will send thee unto Pharaoh, that thou mayest bring forth my people. Who is this? The children of Israel out of Egypt. See? So the Most High's people are the children of Israel. So it's going to call Zion my people. So going back to where we were at in where we were, Psalms 47. We was in Revelation 18. Let's go to Revelation 18. I'm going to go back to it yet, because we already covered that. It says, Revelation 18,